Kirsten Baity. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. I'm the writer of Church Kids. Church Kids is a play about self-discovery and spirituality through the lens of a non-binary young person. Hope you enjoy.
Bar's closed. I said the bar is closed. You're not even old enough to be here.
I know. I just need a minute of your time. I think you were friends with my uncle, Isaiah.
That's what he calls me now? Okay, yeah, sure. We're friends.
So you're Chucky?
Charles. Nobody calls me Chucky but Isaiah, and he lost those privileges. What do you want? I gotta open the bar in an hour.
Can you help me finish this? I know you used to write with my Uncle Zay, and I was hoping
Nope. I've had enough of his churchy bullshit, thank you. He can finish his own music from now on.
He can't. I don't know what else to do. All I have is a couple of lines, and nothing I add seems to make any sense.
And I'm supposed to know what comes next? I'm not the biggest praise and worship fan.
Well, I definitely peeped that, but it seems like you knew Uncle Zay better than I did.
Honey, nobody knows Isaiah. All right, you might get a little piece, but never the whole thing. I fucking begged that man to write about something real. The sky, the birds. He could have wrote about taxes for all I care.
He wrote about you. Or at least I think it's about you.
Through my hurt and my harm, will you love me? See me rough, raw, and wrong, and still love me. I'll be whole in your arms if you love me. You're where I belong. Please still love me. Please still love me. If you can, please still love me. Please still love me.
And that's supposed to make me come running back to his self-righteous ass. Jesus Christ, that man has lost his damn mind.
So you and Uncle Zay were together?
Sometimes. One day he'd be madly in love with me, and then the next day he'd be repenting his sins and telling me this isn't the life God had planned for him.
So he was gay
now
the
he
whole
can't even have a
time?
conversation with me like a grown-ass man. You tell your trifling ass uncle, if he wants me to clean up his mess of a song, he better come up with a lot more lines.
If you don't want to help, that is fine. But you don't get to call him anything but a child of God.
Oh, he's definitely a child of God, all right. And he'll never let you forget it. I'm just tired of being a side bitch to his Lord and Savior. You know, if he loves Jesus so much, he can go and be laid up with him.
He can't.
He's what?
So I started writing Church Kids because I myself am a pastor's kid, and growing up in the Black church, we talk a lot about ending generational trauma, and we talk about ending cycles of intergenerational curses, and one that sometimes gets left behind is the generational curse of homophobia. And so I wanted to talk about that and like my experience and the experience of so many other queer church kids. So how I began writing is that I started off as an actor in like little teen plays and stuff like that. And what I noticed is that a lot of times I was ending up in the background because there weren't characters written for me. And so I was like, well, if they won't write parts for Black femmes, then I'm gonna write it myself. And so that's how I first started getting into it. The reason I create specifically theater, and specifically theater in Chicago, is I think that theater allows us to meet people where they're at and meet people that we might not normally meet. I feel like Chicago, it's such a diverse city, but it's also a really segregated city. And it may not be safe as a non-binary person and as a Black person to like meet certain people and like actually have a conversation with them. But I can create this wonderful little bit of distance with this show so they can start to understand my perspective in a different way and perhaps like change their viewpoints without putting folks with those identities in harm's way. If you experience the fullness of Church Kids as it is meant to be seen, I want you to walk away with this idea of like, queerness and spirituality can coexist. It can be just as holy to be trans, it can be just as holy to be queer. And I think as we're talking about queer representation, especially now, we need to see the sort of inspirational queer people but we also need to see queer people being cranky and queer people being fed up with the BS. And I think that that is equally important representation. So now that I've been able to produce a little and like get my work out there a little bit more, I am starting to see other people who are like me, especially, you know, kids and young people, be like, oh, I can see myself as an actor in that piece, or I can see myself as a designer working on a piece like this and finding real joy in it instead of, you know, just being like, I have to fit myself into this box. It's like, no, the box has expanded and we can even go outside of that. And so I've been really proud to be a part of like this new class of Chicago theater makers because we're doing some really awesome stuff. I'm Kirsten, that was Church Kids. I want you to vote for me and stay in it.